Hello, good morning and welcome back to my channel. This video is all about the far north of Kanchanaburi province. I'm actually standing beside the main 323 highway, which I'll be following pretty much all the way out from Kanchanaburi. And today I'm heading further along this road until it ends at a place called the Three Pagodas Pass. And that's the border with Myanmar. It's a very famous border, and when we get there I'll tell you a bit more about why it's so famous. But before there, just over my shoulder, I don't know if you can make it out, that's a small waterfall. I think there's a temple with a cave just further along here and a viewpoint, and then we'll climb up to the pass. As well as visiting the Three Pagodas Pass, we'll end and I'll stay overnight at a place called Sangkhla Buri, which is famous for wooden bridge. It's very famous in Thailand, let alone Kanchanaburi province, so we'll check that out as well. So anyway, without further ado, let's get back on the bike and start exploring. So I've just stopped off at a viewpoint of the big reservoir here, which is formed by a dam further downstream, which you can see in the video in the top right hand corner. But I went to the viewpoint and it's part of a national park here, including that waterfall that I was stood in front of earlier, and they wanted 200 baht to see a very small waterfall and a viewpoint. So, but this is free. This is just along the side of the road, and it's still pretty and it's free. So only a few hundred meters from where I just stopped to take a video of that lake and the houseboats, we've got this cave temple. And here you can see on top of the hill, or as you go up the hill, there's a golden rock. And that's very Burmese. There's a famous one that I went to, I'll show you pictures of it, in Myanmar. I went there about 10 years ago. And as we're so close to the border here, that's probably why they've replicated it. So this is a plaque that's honouring the memory of those who lost their lives building the Death Railway, because it used to come across here, but now it's been submerged by the waters of the reservoir. I'm just trying to think when that the dam was built. I think it was 1980, and I think it used to cross just very near here. Just take you a little bit closer. Not too sure exactly where it used to go. I think it's on the other side of the bridge. So just before we get to the Three Pagodas Pass, which is only 6 or 7 kilometers further along the road, we've got this small waterfall. It's nothing spectacular. Actually, forget what I just said. I've just walked along the path, and this is a bit better. Beautiful here. And what's good, it's free because it's not part of a national park. So I think I've reached the bottom. It's a bit of a climb down, not too bad. You just need to wear some half decent shoes. Okay, so I've just reached the Three Pagodas Pass. There's the Three Pagodas, and they're actually built during the late Ayutthaya period, so around about the mid 18th century, as a peace offering between Thailand and Burma, because there's been several wars that have come through this pass over the centuries between the two countries. And I don't think I can cross over here, but I think Thai tourists can. And it's a pretty significant place, as I said before. Despite all the wars, hundreds of years ago, Buddhism is meant to have come into Thailand via this pass, because obviously India and Nepal are the other side of Burma. So it's quite a significant and historic place. Around about the 3rd century AD, I think Buddhism spread here. So we'll take a closer look around. There's not a great deal to see here. There's actually part of the old railway line, the old Death Railway here, because that used to cross over at this point as well. So anyway, let's have a look around. I'm not going to show you the guy who's got a big rifle just sitting to the right of this. But this is the border. So we've got some shops here which are right on the border. I mean, the back of them, they've got like steel fences. That's the border. And they've just said, no, I can't go to the back and film because there's Burmese army behind them. Okay, so we're now in the town of Sangkhla Buri, and we're about 20 odd kilometres south of where I just was at the Three Pagodas Pass. And this town is famous for a wooden bridge which links up both parts of town over the river here. And if you remember, I told you about the reservoir and the dam being built, and it flooded a big area of northern Kanchanaburi. Well, this is one of the places that was affected. So two parts of the town were separated by water. So the local abbot of a temple, which we'll visit on the other side of the bridge in a few minutes or so, he built this bridge along with a whole load of local people, Mon people, and they're from Burma. which is the state next door to this part of Thailand. And I think they built this bridge in around 1986, and it's become one of the landmarks not just of Kanchanaburi but of the whole of Thailand. It's very, very famous. And it's actually what they managed to do, what they managed to build, was to build the world's second longest wooden bridge, just by chance. And I think it's about 450 metres long, something like that. So we're going to take a wander along it and check out the views from it. And as you can see, there's nobody on this bridge at the moment. I think it's actually too hot and too sunny for people. I've just had some lunch and got talking to somebody there and sort of said, where's all the tourists? There's nobody here. And they sort of said, well, it's too hot. So this is about normal for me in Chiang Mai, so I'm okay with this. Okay, so let's cross over this famous bridge. And as we're going over, I'll tell you some more facts and figures about this bridge, because I know they had some serious flooding and the bridge collapsed in the middle. So I'll put some figures up on the screen of its history. It feels like a traditional English pier because it's wooden. That's what it reminds me of. And then you can see another wooden bridge over there. That's called the Red Bridge. So we'll visit that in a minute as well. Okay, so we just got to go on the wooden bridge. The Red Bridge, which isn't wooden. Beautiful, isn't it? So I'm now on the Mon side of the bridge, and I think the portrait on the gable end here is that of the abbot who built the bridge. I think it must be him. And then we've got some traditional sort of wicker and wooden objet d'art here. A nice bit of shade here. Down. So this is the abbot who built the Mon Bridge. This is his temple, and in fact it was originally built in 1958 but had to be moved as well as the village to safer ground because the original temple was submerged, and that's the famous submerged temple I was telling you about earlier. So I think this is where the abbot is entombed. Yeah, so I've just had it confirmed that his body is entombed in this shrine behind his statue. So they have on display the abbot's car. So just along the road from where we were at the temple where the abbot's entombed, we have this pagoda, which is modelled on one in Bodh Gaya in India, and that's there because that's the spot where Buddha found enlightenment while sitting under a Bodhi tree. So here they got a list of the tours that they do on the motorboats, and the underwater temple there is on the top left. Okay, so we're just going to start our boat trip. We have Mr. Win. He's our driver. Got to do the one temple tour for 300 baht. I've got all the boat to myself, apart from this this young lad here at the front. So here we are. This is the bell tower for the submerged temple. This here in front of us is the gateway. There used to be a shetty on top of it. That's all eroded away. Another boat just circling around. So we stopped at another temple ruin here. I thought I was only going to do one temple. Well, we've got another one. Angkor Wat-esque feel about this temple. It's amazing how nature takes over in such a short period of time. And that's where I'm going to leave off this video for now. If you like it, then give me a big thumbs up, and why not subscribe to my channel down below. Until the next video, see you later.